How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 1 of the PPL, as this week your Cotswold Whimsicots go up against Luxance and his Groningen Galades. His link will be down in the description. I have no idea what music I just put on. It's a panic, it's a blind rush. Good luck to Lux. We've battled before, but not for a long time. I remember him being good, but I don't remember results of when we played. We've probably battled like multiple times, to be honest. But yeah, I don't remember the results, so it'll be fun. Nonetheless, it's nice to come back to draft against a familiar face. Full disclosure, breaking the fourth wall, this is the first video I've recorded in months. I haven't recorded the draft analysis, which you will have seen at this point. I haven't recorded that yet. So I've got no idea what I'm doing. No idea. Let's look at his team. How do you play Pokemon? I've also played 1 hour pretty much of Pokemon since my last game on the channel, which was some Gen 5 OU with Eric just fucking around. And we were mainly just talking about life, not really concentrating on Mons. So he's got a Snorlax and a Uxie instead of a Klefki and a Mienshao. That's really good. That's really good. I'm really worried about the Ogerpon. That's my main concern, I think, looking at that team. Yeah, that's really my main concern. I've brought some bullshit offense, as you can see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. In terms of win cons, almost everything has a good time. I'm trying to think what to go into first. If we can get a reflect up, that looks pretty nice. Right, let's do the mon on his layout. So, Klefki, nope. Good luck, have fun to Lux. I did drop that in the chat to him. Uxie. There we go. Maybe a little bit big, but okay, that's fine. Mienshao. There's no Mienshao, right? I was really worried about that thing, so I'm glad that thing's not there. Who's instead? Who's instead? Snorlax. That thing is a little bit worrying, Snorlax, but less. I was worried about like Scarf Mienshao or something. That seemed not good for the team that I brought. I think I'm just going to taunt. I don't want him to get any hazards up. I want hazards down. That's fine. How useful is a spike? He's got 3 immunities. I mean, it's still useful. It's still useful. This thing can still take chip when it comes back in. I would have liked to have got 2. Maybe I could have gambled on him not going for entry hazards on the first one and just him sort of expecting the taunt. Could have gone aggressive, but and got 2 layers up or something, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. So I can just go into this and start Calm Minding. I can go into this and Swords Dance. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the win con. Looking at his team, I think this might have to serve as a bit of a breaker. But with him being taunted, don't really know what he does other than goes into Rotom, which is kind of the game plan. So on this set, I'm running Facade and Weakness Policy. Reason being, I think I kept Facade. I don't really remember what I did. I built this team like 2 weeks ago, straight after draft. I was like, oh, I just build the team, then leave it. Good job we didn't make trades. I think the thinking was like, if he Will-O-Wisps me, I can Facade. If he Volt Switches or discharges me, or even potentially Thunderbolts because of my spread, depending on his spread, I get the Weakness Policy off. And obviously I can Aqua Step, so then I'll be at +4, +1 speed. That's not a good time for him. So yeah, that is a lot. Gives me the speed boost. So he's Rocky Helmet. Ooh. Okay, but that... He's not got a Scarfer. I'm now at +4. So the Rocky Helmet, had he been Thunderbolt offensive, would have killed me. Probably would have killed me. It might have been a roll, but probably would have killed me. Because I was EV'd, I think, to take a max modest Thunderbolt, I think. So yeah. We're at +4. We can dent this thing down. We probably don't Oko, but I think that's fine. The point was just to put a lot of chip on walls. We got some chip on the Rotom, not as much as I would have liked. Think about it, Volt Switch I just didn't think the Yuxi would be here. So I was thinking we might see like the Klefki come out here and Thunder Wave was like my kind of expectation. And I would trade this for the Klefki, which then mean that Dragonite could set up without having to fear Prankster Thunder Wave. That was my kind of logic. Maybe we do just kill that with +4. He probably doesn't know my investment. I've not got much attack investment, so it probably depends if he's Spadef or Fizdef as well. So Helmet takes us 117 to 59. So that's what, 17 points of damage, 40, 57, 58. I'm not good at maths. So we can live one more Helmet. I think we just have to CC. I don't see any priority on his team, and we live on 1 HP, which he won't know. If I'm right, if my math is right, we live on 1. We had the Moxie boost. I don't see any priority on his team. Does the Ogerpon get priority? What is an Ogerpon? What is a fucking Ogerpon? I don't know. I think I'm saying its name properly. I'm pretty sure I am. Is this thing Helmet as well? No idea. No idea. If it is, we can take down 2 pretty big... Wow, we don't need to kill that, actually, so we can't take that down. We can't take that down. Oh, it is Helmet as well. Okay, hopefully he's not Rocks. That would suck. Okay, that's fine. Why Encore? What was he worried about me going for there? Oh, I don't understand that. Did he forget he was Helmet? Or me trying to get a Sword Stance off and then Ocomb afterwards, maybe get to +6, maybe. It's the only thing I can really think. Okay, so we know his Swords, we know his Encore. That's actually pretty bad against what I have here. Yeah, we know that's pretty bad. Encore's pretty bad. I can't set anything up in front of this Yuxi, and the spike's not affecting it, and it is Helmet. So it will break my multi-scale on Dragonite as well if I go for anything physical. So that's pretty bad. Do you think Leaf Storm kills this thing? I think it probably does, right? I'm just going to Leaf Storm, I think. I'm tempted to taunt. It's because I'm like, if I don't kill, I don't want hazards going up. But I feel like Leaf Storm just kills. It's a strong move, and he's physically defensive, I'm assuming, from that Aqua Step damage. And it covers, like, it'll get some chip off on Snorlax. Okay, how much does this do? Oh, I need to take the Quaquaval off the layout. I'm not used to this. So he's leftovers. If he's like some sort of setup variant... Oh, I need to take the Frostlass off as well. If he's some sort of setup variant, that would be bad. So I think I'm going to taunt him. Because what can he do? Like Fire Punch me or something? Can't use Yawn. Okay, yeah. That would also be disruptive and annoying, so glad I did that. And then, so he's not going to be Yawn Curse, and he can't Curse anyway. So I think I can... I think I can Reflect here, because if he goes Tingaloo, I can't Volt Switch. So I might as well get something out of the turn. And, yeah, and get up this. Nice! You know, I'm not too rusty. Not too rusty. I was thinking I would just be awful this game, but that's an okay play, I think. I feel like that's a good mid-ground. I feel like that's a good... Eventually, after a few weeks, I'll be telling you stories about pigeons that I've eaten. I haven't eaten any pigeons. Pigeons that I have or have not, that I have allegedly eaten while doing this. But we gotta, you know, you gotta give me time. No pigeon stories yet. Who's best set up on this? Do I want to taunt on this? Does he read the taunt? Can he kill me? I've got a Reflect up. He can't do anything even if he taunts me. And Terra Fairy, if you're wondering why I'm not Terra Grass. I went Terra Fairy because I thought it had some uses, but I mean, it hasn't done so far, has it? Taunting this is pretty nice. He could just go straight back to Tinglu, but he could U-turn. Do I hard switch? Do I just leave Storm here? Do I hard switch? Do I leave Storm? I don't want him getting the slow momentum. I'm going to leave Storm. I don't want him getting the slow U-turn. And I like value chip on that for what I assume is going to be a slow U-turn. Yeah. Like, that chip is fine because I just want that thing fucking obnoxious thing to go away. So, if he goes into Tinglu this time, I think I just taunt again. Yeah, I think I just taunt again. At some point he could go into the Tornadus, as that would apply special attacking pressure against my team, and I'm at -4, so like my Volt Switch is going to bounce. That would be annoying. That would be annoying. I don't know what I'd go into there. I can't remember how I built this Espathra. Is it Fizz Death? Everything's kind of relying on setup. The Tornadus would be obnoxious, actually. Don't go Taunt. Don't go Taunt. Just don't go Taunt. Don't go Taunt. Because I don't know how I deal with that. Because, I mean, does Fizz Death Clef take 2? Depends on what set he is. I don't recognize that name. Okay. That's kind of okay. Because I'm set up in a way to be able to take this on with a bunch of things. Especially with the Reflector. Do I taunt him as well? I feel like I've been taunting so much. He's might play around that. So I'm going to Volt Switch out. While the Reflector's still up, like the reason that I could taunt this is because he could get Spike up. But I'm looking increasingly at Dragonite and thinking that's probably the Wincon. The Wincon is probably getting a DD off with Dragonite, which might at some point just mean letting Electrode die to get in Dragonite to DD on something. What can it DD on? Can DD on anything that's taunted, probably. But if it's not taunted. So, does he just go back to Tinglu here? Expecting that? No. So, is that taunt? Okay, that's fine. This is the best time to Volt Switch. Probably... yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what he was expecting there. Maybe another taunt. As I say, the taunt did feel obvious. Do you set up on this? My fear is... My fear is confusion from Hurricane. Still, I think this is the time. I think this is the time, because I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't get Thunder Wave. So, I think this is the time to go. We can Dragon Dance up. What does this do? Does this lower speed? What does this do? I don't know what this does. Don't lower speed. That would be really obnoxious. Okay, it doesn't lower speed. So that's really good. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. Like, I don't think this will kill at +1, but... Oh, the crit. I don't know if that would have killed. I don't know if that would have killed. But the thing is... I think had that not killed and had he had Icy Wind, we could have been in a tough spot. If Bleak Windstorm, I think, has a chance to like confuse or lower speed or something. Anything that could have lowered speed would have been in a bad spot for us. Again, I'm just going to prioritize damage. That might have killed. I don't know the role. Like, I'm not fully offensive on this Dragonite. So, we've got the low kick tech, though, for that guy. Get out of here, Snorlax. This is a really good position. This is a really good position now. Yeah. So, I mean, unless this is Chop or Berry, I don't know. Oh, it does just tank it. It does just tank it. I mean, it might be that the Lax was... Well, this thing's just so bulky, isn't it? A weakness policy. That's so cool. So I'm probably dead, right? No. Not to Throat Chop. I was thinking like maybe Stone Edge or something. Okay. going to Dragon Claw because if he goes Uxie and I have to double low kick the Uxie into the Rocky Helmet, like, does that make sense? If low kick doesn't just kill Uxie from whatever range it's at, and he manages to get 2 Rocky Helmet turns off on me, that could be really annoying. So that's why I went for the Dragon Claw. Just trying to cover all bases, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Oh no, wrong one. So I was rocking the Charty Berry on this for this thing, in case it got out of hand. Again, low kick also is teched for this because it kills this thing. I think possibly without any hazards, but I think after 1 spike, it's like guaranteed to kill this thing, like pretty much all the time. I don't think that thing is super heavy, but it's heavy enough. Maybe it was at neutral. I think it was at neutral. I think without me getting to +1, that low kick always killed after a spike or something like that. Because I knew that he couldn't be boots, because I think that thing can't have an item, right? So I was pretty sure he couldn't be boots. So I was like, alright, well, he's going to have to take 1 spike, because I'm definitely getting 1 spike up. He didn't have good removal, or maybe any removal. So I was like, I'm getting 1 spike up. If he comes in, if he sets up like an SD Trailblaze, because I think that thing does that, and then like Stone Edges me, or does it have a signature move? That maybe it has a signature move. But yeah, if it SD Trailblazes, I had the Charty Berry so that I could take one of the rock moves, especially with multi-scale, but potentially even after multi-scale had been broken, and then I could low kick him and he always died after 1 spike. EVs, man. EVs, they're fun. GG to Lux. If you can't tell, I was a little bit nervous. Like, usually when I come back to Mons, I practice a little bit, or I try and familiarize myself a little bit, or I do a mock or 2. Like, this was just coming in cold with a draft that I know so little about. So, yeah, really happy to get off to a winning start against a coach that I really respect. As I say, check out Lux and the rest of the coaches down in the description. Next week, I'll try to have a fun story for you, but, you know, maybe we'll just play Mons. Maybe we'll just, like, we'll be in a draft league, and we'll just play draft league and talk about draft league. Maybe. Who knows? Thank you so much for floating around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.